Hello, this is Empty Soul 01, the rude player of the community, and today I want to talk about the Assault Cruiser. And because I got gameplay for it, and people have been talking about it in the Discord server. Because the Assault Cruiser is a pretty weird unit right now. Even after 1.3, it got more use out of it. But we're going to talk about in this particular gameplay of a 2v2. Now, we couldn't find a fourth player here, so I decided to take an AI because I'm okay with the AI. Sometimes it sucks, sometimes it works. Really depends on the mood or the map or how the AI thinks. Again, randomize. But we got here as Tomcat as Nino and Gabe versus me as Soban. So we're gonna talk about the Assault Cruiser in this particular game, because I want to put my thoughts about it, because I've been trying to use it after patch 1.3 came out, because patch 3 came out, it made pretty somewhat good changes for it, but needs still more use. Like I'll talk about that later. The cost for it now has been reduced from 550 to 500 CU, and the all use for it reduced from 300 to 250. Might not sound much of a big difference, but it does overall when you want to make other units like the support unit for it. 50 cost could maybe make a difference, not for CU wise, but RU wise, that does make a difference for cost. Now, it's the research time. The research time you use it for it used to be 110, but now it's reduced to 80 seconds. Which again, 30-second difference, that is pretty big. But the build time for it has been increased from 55 to 65 seconds, which is kind of weird. I don't know why you reduce the research time but increase the build time. I don't know, I just find it kind of weird. But if you put that together, it's basically a 20-second difference if you went from research to straight up build one. So it's 20 seconds difference, which that's pretty big in this game. 20 seconds is big. So we can see here they're let you know they're gonna try to do a pedestrian cruiser rush me. They're gonna try to do that to me. Again, since only one human player versus two, they're gonna try to rush me. So that's why I even got the Assault Cruiser out in the first place. I never planned to build one in this game, but when I saw the pedestrian cruiser rush, I had to build one because it's the only way I'm gonna survive. Because I can't get the battle cruiser out in time. It takes way too long. So that's what I'm talking about. The Assault Cruiser, you can basically get one out immediately faster than you would a pedestrian than battle cruiser. Which we're gonna see that in gameplay of it. But there are major flaws and weaknesses of the Assault Cruiser still has this, besides the patch 1.3. I'm going to talk about that when I research it or get the stats out. And the two major weaknesses for it is basically HP pool and the cooldown for its abilities. Now I want you to remember the 3350 HP for a base runner compared to the Assault Cruiser, because if I remember correctly, I think it's around 2700. Oh, I know it's below 3000, which makes it probably one of the weakest cruiser type vehicles in the game. Was again, strange thing is called the Assault Cruiser, and yet doesn't have much of HP pool. It's made out of tissue paper. So I'm gonna try to, economy rush this to get the Assault Cruiser. Now we see here. Looks at the difference between the Assault Cruiser and the Battle Cruiser. You can see the big major cost, the difference between them. And it is a big difference from the research time for less 30 seconds, less 100 CU, and also 100 RUs less. That's kind of a big difference now, thanks to the cost of it. So I'm going to try to research it after seeing the pedestrian cruiser rush, because if I don't, I'm going to get overwhelmed. Now the Assault Cruiser's role in the game, again, it varies on the maps. It's not very good in an open wide map. Now a map here, Valley, yes, all these dune here's are good places for the Assault Cruiser to hide behind of, because again, it's probably the weakest cruiser and railguns can kill it easy, and it costs a lot to make. Can I get this? No, I can't. But the cost difference between a battle cruiser and the assault cruiser is a big difference if you want to spam them, or again, to build them. Now, let's look at the assault ship. The assault ship has a pretty good amount of armor. Has about, for the size of it, for a unit, it has a pretty good HP. Why? 1400. Now, again, we're gonna see the assault cruiser's armor compared to the heavy vehicle ones. Because I'm hinting at the HP pool because that is a problem for this game. A real big problem for the assault cruiser. So I'm just gonna try to prepare for the assault's gonna come after me because, like I said, I need to get one out before I get myself killed.
Assault cruiser ready for assembly.
So if I just last about a minute and 5 seconds, I could basically be saved here. So we can see this entire army coming right towards his way, from being gained from Gabe and Tom. Don't know why they went after the AI, where maybe easier target, but they see me as a threat. Of course, I don't blame them. Let's pick on the only human player. But yeah, oh yeah, I want to note, carrier's a bit better after 1.1. They can fight back now. So I'm trying to make a defense here until my assault cruiser comes out, because it makes a big difference. Because you're gonna see how much a difference it made against all this. The assault cruiser actually helped me against all this. It's almost gonna come out soon. Oh yeah, and the AI also does help too. You see, the AI is helping a little bit. And here it comes, the unit we're gonna talk about. Now, see its HP pool. 2700 versus 14. So yeah, it's a big 1300 difference, but still, that's insane how much HP this thing has. Now let's look at the production cruiser. 4100. Support cruiser, also 4100. Versus the 27. That's a very big difference in HP pool wise. Again, this thing cannot take much damage at all. So yeah, the assault cruiser saved me from this terrible rush, and also helped the AI as well. But yeah, even a base runner has more HP, and this thing's smaller than the assault cruiser, which I don't know, I find strange. But yeah, that's one of the big weaknesses, is the assault cruiser. It just can't do much what the HP pool has. Railguns will eat up very quickly. So we're going to talk about the other major weaknesses, is the abilities. Now, as for the abilities, increased speed and strength as armor, a healing, I think it gives back, I think 1,000 or 1,200, I can't remember. I know it gives back a lot. And the tactical missile launcher. Now, you can see the difference in cooldown. This one's a minute and 20 seconds, 40 seconds, and a whole minute of waiting. Now, that is a big difference. Oh yeah, and I forgot, if you use one of these abilities, the others cannot be used. So if you decide to use the overcharge, you have to wait 120 seconds to use a 40-second or minute ability. So I have to ask you, which ability are you going to use the most? You just use the healing or the tactical missile launcher most. Then compare this. Seriously, the healing, that double the time to wait, which again, you wouldn't use it. The only time I ever use the overcharge ability is when I need to retreat. That's the only time I ever found you use a way out, is get out from a railgun ambush, or when railguns are coming, use this and you could just run away. It takes some damage. But yeah, the assault cruiser is probably one of the most weirdest units in the game, especially for a coalition unit. Since it was supposed to be a Gelsian unit in the campaign. If you see the trailers, you see it as a Gelsian unit. Don't know why the developers decided to put it in the coalition and multiplayer, but there you go. But we're going to talk about the usefulness of the healing ability, which you can use this for tanking shots, or the tactical missile launcher. The tactical missile launcher is probably the most damaging weapon in the game. It could do a lot of damage. I think if I forgot. But oh yeah, the tactical missile launcher also benefits from high damage. So yeah, if you get top of the Doom and just fire it against a target, big damage, very big damage. Very good thing about the tactical missiles. And for a cost of 250, it's not bad. If you get a group of, I don't know, salvagers or a group of railguns behind a dune, it's cost efficient. That's where you need to make sure you hit it, the target. Oh no, yeah, you can show up a few mountains and dunes, a good mini artillery. So yeah, I'm gonna try to clear this railguns because they're probably the only thing that are truly a threat against the assault cruiser. Oh yeah, and also to see benefits from AA. But to let you know, you cannot rely on the AA. The AA is very slow. It does somewhat little damage compared to other AA. It's more of a support AA. You need support with AA or support with other cruisers. Don't rely on the AA alone to save you from a mass air raid.
Coordinates confirmed.
But yeah, you can see me using the tactical missile launcher to hurt his economy because, again, can't move in until those railguns are taken care of. Because, again, this is a very expensive unit to lose in the battlefield. Even though the cost may reduce from 300 to 250 RUs, for RUs wise, it's still expensive, and I hate losing a assault cruiser because how expensive it is. There's a big waste.
Enemy signature identified. Allied craft under fire.
So my suggestion to increase the usefulness of the assault cruiser, I think it has to be an HP buff would help. Either around 3,500 HP or 3,000. Somewhere around between those two, like a good even maybe 3,300. Because seriously, why does a base runner have more HP than a cruiser does? It doesn't make sense at all. Again, production cruiser. Oh, because it got above. It was 41. Oh yeah, we need to see the experience to see. Alright, you can see if you're able to get the captain, you get a 500 HP buff. But how are you gonna get a captain if you gotta be very careful with this cruiser? Because you have to. You don't want to lose it. And it'll be hard, and it's kind of hard to get this to captain. So it's not very useful at all. Now the reloading time somewhat, but we can tell the two first upgrades because gain lieutenants pretty easily.
Friendly units taking fire.
Oh now you just saw how much damage the tactical missile did for both of them. As you saw, it took half the HP off of this thing. So you saw how powerful the tactical missiles are when it hits all volleys. Oh yeah, to let you know, when you're using a tactical missile launcher, do not move. The moment you move, it stops its volley. Yeah, it's not an artillery unit, it just can fire and just move around. You have to fire, you have to stand still to fire all its volleys. So that's to keep that in note. But yeah, the assault cruiser is probably the jack of all trades of a unit.
Enemy unit detected.
It fills in the gap for all areas, but it's not a master of anything. I just been trying. I find uses. I found some successful. This is not the only game I'm trying to use against live players. Like this is probably the second time it saved me from a rush. Second time. So I'm starting to see the usefulness of the assault cruiser. I really am. I did not like it back before 1.3 came out, but I'm starting to warm up to it. I'm starting to warm up to its usefulness. And I hope we get one more patch later on to make it more useful. Again, HP buff would be benefit for this unit. It could actually be very useful. Now, am I going to replace it for the battle cruiser? No, I wouldn't. But again, I had no choice but to use the assault cruiser in this match because I was basically being rushed upon. I mean, it's not a completely worthless unit. It has its problems, but it could be very useful. Like I said, a map like this with a bunch of dunes is very helpful. Now a big open map, no, it will get eaten by railguns. I would avoid using the assault cruiser on open maps unless you're being rushed and need one badly. No. But again, for the cost for 250 RUs to make one, you can build railguns or AEVs. But again, you just want to invest into the multi task of the assault cruiser. But that's what my problems with it, and I hope one day we can see a lot more use out of it when hopefully another patch comes out. I doubt it, but I hope so. But yeah, that's the game, and that's the two major weaknesses. It's the HP pool for it, 2700 HP, not very good for a cruiser class, and the abilities cooldown for it. SBC needs to reduce the cooldown for it, but that's my opinions on it. And that'll be the game. And that's my opinion. So the video will end here.